Hey there everyone, this is a continuation of last episode, so if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend checking it out before watching this. Alright, on to the video. And along with balancing, some move balancing, there are so many good special attacks, but the physical side, it's so inconsistent. Sometimes there are some amazing physical attacks, and sometimes there are some really bad physical attacks. Ho ho ho, do you feel like sticking around for a demonstration of my Pokemon's moves? Yeah, sure. Good, I like your attitude. Feast your eyes on these Pokemon. The Saint Performer. No, it's a Street Performer. Flaffy! Oh, I love Flaffy. And a Shroomish, which I also love Shroomish. Look at how grumpy it is. So some move balances. I would like there to be, I don't know, more diverse physical moves. Like, we still don't have a consistently good physical fire move. There's Flare Blitz, but that does recoil. There's Fire Punch, but that's not that strong. So I would like, I don't know, 90, 80 base power fire physical move. That would be very nice to have. And then, 95 accuracy moves are like the worst thing in existence. So I'd really like it if any move with 95 accuracy, they just put it to 100. That would be very much appreciated. 5% misses are awful. Oh no, Thunder Shock. A really weak move. Oh no, did 11 damage. I know I'm asking a lot. I don't expect really any of this. Oh yes! That's awesome. Thank you, Flaffy, for paralyzing me to paralyze you. Like, this is a lot to ask. I'm just throwing stuff out. Like, I don't expect them to do a lot of this. What else have we got? Oh! With more moves. I would love it if they made some really good TMs. Because I know Let's Go has some highs and lows, but its TMs are amazing. It has so many good TMs. Like, pretty much every TM is useful. It's got like Superpower and Mega Horn, all the elemental punches. It just has so many good moves. But then like the one where there are 100 TMs, you have moves like Confide, which just lowers special attack by 1 stage. Which is terrible. Why would they do that? Just give us all useful TMs. Please. I know it might be a little unbalanced. Like, maybe... of course there had to be some bad TMs because you get them early game and they don't want to give you a bunch of super powerful moves right at the beginning. But it would be nice to have a bunch of really good TMs. And not just replace some of the bad ones. Like, Confide. Or maybe... Torment isn't particularly useful. Move Shadow Rush inflicts damage on any kind of Pokemon without being affected by types. Yes, it's typeless. And something I should note about Shadow Rush also is it does recoil. It's 90 base power, so the recoil is pretty sure for 90 base power moves, it's 1/4 of the total damage you do. It might be a third. I'll put on screen whether it's a fourth or a third. I'm fairly certain it's a fourth. Alright, on to the next trainer. Let me heal that paralysis. I'm just going to use an item. I don't need to spend... Actually, paralyzed heals are probably more expensive than going to stay in the inn, but it's whatever. It's faster. Alright, on to the Leopard Hat Lady. Try talking to anyone in Dual Square. There's only one answer. A swirly screen. And then fighting Leba. Or Liba. Skiploom! And Oddish. Other things for hopes. And this is one that's a really big stretch. Is past evolutions of past Pokemon, like what they did for Gen 4, which is why Gen 4 has one of my favorite Pokedexes, because they just gave a bunch of awesome evolutions like Electivire and Gallade. So I think that would be awesome. Of course, that kind of gets in the way of Mega Evolution, because which one do you give Mega and which one do you just give a regular evolution? And then that would make Eviolite really broken on a lot of Pokemon, because they would now have an evolution, so then it would raise their defenses a lot. Another thing with Pokemon is more sexual dimorphism. Please. They pretty much stopped doing it since Gen 4. They introduced it in Gen 4 with the gender differences, like Pikachu, the girl having a notched tail, and they kind of just scrapped it after that. I mean, they have a few like Frillish and Meowstic, but they really didn't do much with it. And it makes me sad because sexual dimorphism makes the Pokemon seem more natural and more like animals. And that's one of the reasons I like Pokemon so much, is because it's like biology. So just a little more, just a few gender differences, bring it back, that would be really cool. It's just the little things. I would like them to keep or introduce new Megas. That one's not a big one. Megas, I feel bad that they kind of get scrapped, because it's a cool concept, and I kind of don't like that Game Freak just kind of scraps their big ideas. Like, I hope they bring Z-moves back too. But some new Megas would be cool. I'm not sure what they would give Megas to. But just like stuff that, like 3-stage Pokemon. Since they won't evolve anymore, so you could give them a Mega. That would be like Flygon. Wouldn't that be nice to have a Mega Flygon? And Z-moves, maybe some more exclusive Z-moves. Aw, why is Skiploom being the difficult one? Skiploom actually isn't particularly difficult to catch. I guess they were all kind of difficult, except Misdreavus, which is super nice that it was very easy. This is one that I've heard asked a lot, is a hard mode, which isn't unheard of. Black and White 2 had a hard mode, but you had to beat the game first. So I would like, I know it's so oversaid, but a hard mode would be awesome. Like just give the gym leaders one extra Pokemon, just raise the level up a little bit. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon had good difficulty. Like difficulty like that, I would be perfectly fine with that. So hard mode and being able to skip tutorials, that'd be super nice. Like I don't want to have to deal with the catching tutorial all the time. Oh, that's another thing. You can only throw a Snag Ball with one Pokemon because it's charging. Forgot to mention that. I'm just gonna Torment. So yeah, just, I don't know, little quality of life things. Skipping tutorials, that would be nice. The Battle Frontier, yes. I would love it if they brought the Battle Frontier back. I know that one's asked a lot, and I've heard in interviews that they didn't do it because they don't feel like people will use it, which is very fair. Like a lot of people a lot of casual players aren't particularly interested in training a Pokemon specifically for taking on battle facilities. And you can get your butt kicked pretty easily if you're not prepared. But it's nice to have something to do after the game, because I like breeding and training competitive Pokemon. I don't really use them, but I like training them. I think it's fun. And then just having them, getting to use them for stuff other than just battling one trainer one at a time, like at the Battle Tree or the Battle Maison. That would be nice. Just like, and facilities kind of like Emerald, where like it's not just battling, like there's exploration or random things that can happen that are fun. You can tell I'm focusing very hard on the battle because I keep doing the same thing over and over again. I'm just gonna call. I'm just gonna keep throwing until something happens. A return of Horde battles would be super nice because Horde battles are great for shiny hunting. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Great for shiny hunting, great for effort value training. It's just kind of cool in general. Like great for hidden abilities too. And along with that, Dex Naving. I would love for Dex Naving to be back. Because once you catch a Pokemon, then you can just use Dex Nav to find another one. You don't have to worry about 5% encounter rates. That was an incredible battle. I simply love Strong Guys. That's Love. If you ever get the urge to battle with me again, I'll always be here for you, honey. Alright. I'm going to heal up real quick. And then just 2 more people left, and then we're done. The next guy shouldn't take very long. The next one's a short battle, and then the other one is kind of long. But we should be done in a few minutes. Did I? Okay. No, I didn't talk about this. No more SOS battles. SOS battles are annoying. I just want Horde battles to replace them. Because having to beat, like, 50 Pokemon in a row. Okay, maybe not that many. But, like, 20 or a lot of Pokemon in a row just for good effort or IVs, and it's just a pain. And it's so slow. And it's not even guaranteed that they'll call reinforcements. Alright, let's battle this guy. What is your name? Huh, you want to battle me? Oh yeah, sure. Sure thing. Battling fans are always welcome. Oh, no, this guy's very welcoming. Devel. It's like Devil, but Devel, and he's the bandana guy. That's all his identity is he's the guy with the bandana. Alright, these are only 2 Pokemon, so this should be pretty easy. I do want Sword and Shield to be kind of story-based. Maybe not as much as Black and White. Maybe like a little less than Black and White. But have shorter cutscenes. Sun and Moon had really long cutscenes and a lot of interruptions. I love Sun and Moon to death. I think they're great. I had a lot of fun with them. But the cutscenes are a bit much, so... Or just being able to skip cutscenes, that would be nice. But just... I like the world building, I like all the characters. But just, they interrupt you a lot. So just being able to skip them would be very nice. Oh no, Surf. Oh yeah, Surf actually doesn't hit your partner in Gen 3. So it makes it a really good move. And now, more with Pokemon, like specifically, is for... I would like there to be no more Mythicals, because having a Pokemon blocked behind, like, a store or a Wi-Fi connection is kind of not fun. And that you don't get to use them until, like, way later, and they're just kind of handed to you, and it's not particularly intriguing. And they're always given to you at really high levels, so you can't really use them in the main story, or you destroy everyone. And it's just not very engaging. So, that's not going to happen, but it would be nice if it happened. And then I don't want too many legendaries, because... like, there are tons of legendaries. Like, Gen 4 had a bunch, Gen 5 had a ton, and they just feel less legendary when there are a bunch of them. So maybe, like, the box legendaries, the Sword and Shield, a trio, of course, you gotta have a trio. And then, I guess, an in-between box legendary, like Giratina or Rayquaza, I guess a third one. And then, I don't know, a duo. So, like 7 legendary, 7 or 8. That's still a lot. But it's better than, like, 15. And then I just... that's really... I want it to be pretty gameplay focused. Story is nice. But, of course, the gameplay is very interesting. And I'm very curious about what big gimmick, I guess you can call it, they're gonna do next. Like, Megas or Z-moves. Very interesting, because they had the little symbol on the Japanese covers, or like the titles. They always have the symbol of what's going to happen. And I have no idea what they're going to do, but it's going to be interesting. Whew, that was a lot of stuff to talk about, and that's really all I have. So I think... oh, this episode is going to be super long. Ridiculously crazy long. But that's okay. What do I do here? But I can't wait to hear more news on Sword and Shield. It's going to be a lot of fun. Coming out November. I mean, they almost always come out in November. Actually, I might as well just attack, because I can just rebattle him. So when more news comes out, I'll definitely be talking about it. Given my hot take. But now, I guess since I'm done, we'll just be talking about battles. There's not a lot going on. I haven't gotten a single stat. Oh wait, that's why I've been getting confusion. It's not Espeon's confusion, it's the secret power. I was wondering why I was getting so many confusions. And that's why. See, I'm so good at paying attention. Hopefully this does it. Quagsire's pretty hard to catch, because Quagsire's a final evolution. Come on, Quaggy. Hey, there we go. Alright. One more to go, and then we're done. So thank you for sticking through all my rambling, but I have fun. Alright. You're way tough. We gotta battle again. Yeah, sure. You get stronger later. This is a good place to train. This dual square, where the square makes a circle for some reason. So we're just gonna go and heal up real quick and on to the final battle. Just take a nice nap. I don't know how this restores the Pokemon's health. I imagine they all sleep on the bed, which is a very funny sight, but I mean, I have a furret, so it's probably amazing. Oh, could you imagine sleeping with a furret? That would be amazing. It's so soft. Like they have those, have you seen the furret plush? They have these crazy long furret plushes, and they look so amazing. If you're ever feeling down, go to the official Pokemon website for merchandise, and just like, read stuff. Read the reviews. They're super funny. Guy, hey, what are you doing? Why are you all the way over there? No, come here. Come on. Come on. There we go. Battle, so much fun. Pokemon battles for everyone. Battles bring so much joy. Let's get started, little boy. I'm older than you. But yeah, if you're ever feeling down, go to the Pokemon merchandise and read the reviews. They're really funny. And they're just people gushing about cute Pokemon plushes. Alright, we got a Slugma and a Zurill. So this shouldn't take too long at all. Yep, Shadow Slugma. Yes. One of the only other fire types in the game. This is why I recommend Typhlosion, or Quick Colava. Because this is like the only other one you get. We'll just mop up this Azurill real quick. Poor Azurill. Oh wow, it survived. Azurill does have a lot of HP. For a baby. Did some good damage. Yes, the Slugma has Flamethrower, which is one of the good points about it, but that's really about it. This does a lot of damage. But yeah, Flamethrower this early is very good. Alright. Let's just do the same thing. Well, same thing as in I use Return instead of Confusion. Oh, Azurill. Azurill's cute. I like all the baby Pokemon. They're all cool. Kilo Pokemon. Nice, 29. Igglybuff. Yeah, this guy just has a bunch of baby Pokemon. This Lawn. Roller Boy Lawn. Flamethrower, jeez, that's gonna hurt, unless he goes for Umbreon. Nope. Oh, critical hit! Oh, jeez, okay. Well, thanks for that. Come on, Furret, do your thing. Because if I send out Bayleaf, he'll just get Flamethrowered and get knocked out, which is very unfortunate. I love Furret. Furret's probably my favorite beginning normal type. Like or the evolution, like Rattata and Zigzagoon. All those. Furret's probably my favorite of the finals. It's just so cute. It's so long. It's like crazy long. It's like 5'11" or something? From head to tail? That's crazy. Come on, Sluggy. There we go. Yeah, Slugma is not too hard to capture. And Swablu, hey, not a baby. Go for it. Be adorable. Wow, yeah. Furret is very strong early game, but unfortunately the strength doesn't last for too long. But this should go down pretty easily. Alrighty. Just one last little nibble. Hopefully. Nice. And that is it. We got all of them. Whew, that took a little bit longer than I was hoping. But I mean, hope you liked my show, but now it's time for me to go. Bye, Lawn. I mean, I don't upload super often, So I guess long episodes are okay. Till next week, farewell. I could battle you like as I leave. Okay, that's it. Those are all the trainers. Oh my goodness, that took a long time. It's like 45 minutes. But that's it. We got 6 new Shadow Pokemon. So I will get into the bios of all of them. I'll try and make them quick. I'm sorry. Thank you for your patience. So on to the bios. Let's get that done. We're starting things off strong with Ampharos, which evolves from Flaffy at level 30. Ampharos is a very unconventional Pokemon, but it's also one of the most reliable in the game. Most electric types focus on speed, but Ampharos trades in that speed for a good amount of bulk while maintaining a strong offense. Its ability isn't amazing, but a random paralysis can be nice. You'll probably be relying on Thunder Wave for paralysis though. Along with its great stats, only having one weakness is a huge boon. Its starting moves are Thunderbolt, which is a very strong and reliable electric attack with a chance to paralyze, Thunder Wave, which paralyzes the target, Cotton Spore, which lowers the target's speed by 2 stages, and Thunder Shock, which is a weak electric attack with a chance to paralyze. All in all, Ampharos can do everything well. Its special attacks hit very hard. It can even make use of its physical attack. It can take hits exceptionally well and can use status moves to both support the team and cripple the opponents. Its low speed isn't even really an issue because paralysis lowers the opponent's speed so much. This all makes Ampharos one of the best Pokemon in the entire game. From a jack of all trades to a master of one, next is Jumpluff, which evolves from Skiploom at level 27. Jumpluff is a bit unique as it is both fast and bulky, allowing it to spread statuses very early, but its offensive stats take a huge hit. Its ability makes it a prime user of the Sunny Day Solar Beam combination. This allows it to spam a high-powered move with no drawbacks almost always at the beginning of the turn. The Sunny Day and Solar Beam TMs do come a little bit later, and Jumpluff's low special attack definitely hampers its effectiveness, but it's the best offensive option Jumpluff has. Its starting moves are Synthesis, Sleep Powder, which has a 75% chance of putting the target to sleep, Cotton Spore, and Mega Drain, which is a weak grass-type attack that restores half the damage inflicted. There's not really a lot to say about Jumpluff, because its best use is just putting Pokemon to sleep. It needs a lot of work to have any offensive presence, and even its defensive presence is lacking with its bad defensive typing and lack of support moves. All that said, being able to basically remove a Pokemon from battle before it can do anything 75% of the time is a pretty nice niche to have. Next up, we've got another great Pokemon, Quagsire. Looking at its stats, Quagsire really doesn't stand out much. It's got good physical bulk and offense, but that's about it. The real draws of Quagsire are its abilities and typing. Water Absorb is definitely the ability to go for. You could just reset the game and try again if you get damp. This ability makes Quagsire completely immune to water attacks, bringing it up to 2 immunities. Water Ground is arguably the best dual typing in the game, with its one weakness and amazing offensive utility. Its starting moves are Mudshot, which is a moderately strong ground type attack that always lowers the target's speed, Amnesia, which raises the user's special defense by 2 stages, Slam, which is a strong but inaccurate normal type attack, and Surf, which is a strong water type attack that hits both opponents. Quagsire isn't winning any awards in flashiness, but it's always a Pokemon that can be depended on. It does enough damage and can take enough hits to always be useful. Its speed can be a bit of an issue, but the speed drops for Mudshot can help alleviate that. Quagsire also learns a bunch of great offensive moves. You really can't go wrong picking this Pokemon. Last, and certainly least, we've got Magcargo, which evolves from Slugma at level 38 and gains the Rock typing. Poor Magcargo. Nothing really works out for this Pokemon. It's supposed to be defensive, but it has ridiculously low HP and one of the worst defensive typings in the entire game. Don't let those 6 resistances fool you. They don't do much good when Magcargo gets decimated by 2 of the most prominent offensive types. Fire Rock is a great offensive typing, but Magcargo is so slow that it'll barely have time to hit anything. Flame Body is a fairly nice ability to have for random burns, but it's not enough to save this Pokemon. Its starting moves are Sunny Day, Yawn, which never misses and puts the target to sleep on the next turn, Rock Throw, which is a weak rock type attack, and Flamethrower, which is a strong and reliable fire type attack that can inflict burn. The only reasons this Pokemon isn't a lot worse is that it's one of the only fire types and it gets Flamethrower early. It's a good thing it gets Flamethrower because that's all it's really going to use. That and occasionally using Yawn on a Shadow Pokemon for snagging. All that being said, the doubles format does allow for a lot of Pokemon to find some use, and Magcargo definitely is not the worst Pokemon available. It's just not that good. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot that you stick through it all this time if you did. So in the next episode, we're going to go take on the Colosseum. Because I think, well, we didn't get a ton of levels. We got like 2. That's okay. And we got Bayleaf's Shadow Gauge all the way down, so that's good. So in the next episode, we'll go take on the Colosseum. Thank you for watching. It has been a pleasure to play. And I will catch you later.